Allah, Subhanallah, Allah, 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 Sultan Allah. يا ربي أنت السلطان. نحن عبيد. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. دستور مدد يا سيدي، مدد يا رجال الله، سلطان الأولياء سيدنا الشيخ محمد نازم الحقاني. دستور مدد، مدد يا صاحب الإمداد، الكتب والتصاريف مولانا الشيخ محمد هشام كباني. أطيعوا الله أطيعوا الرسول والأولي الأمر منكم. Praise be to Allah Azza wa Jal that grant us to be together in such a holy night, night of Jumu'ah, coming close to Shahr Ramadan. Less than 2 weeks now. Just finish Laylatul Bara, Nisf Sha'ban. This is the last exit before reaching to the month of Khair, in which the servant is invited for Siyam. Siyam, the fasting. Allah Azza wa Jal remind us how it is good for the servant only if he knew. But fasting is not only preventing yourself from eating and drinking. That is first level of discipline. Prophet ﷺ said, when he was warning his companion that if you are fasting and only your effort goes to food and drink, then Allah Azza wa Jal doesn't give importance to this fasting. That's why Sayyidina Sheikh Abdul Qadir Jilani, Qaddasallahu Sirruh, he used to say, there is a fast of 3 levels. You need to fast from your physicality, you need to fast from your behavior, and you need to fast from your thought, even from your thinking. And a level behind a level behind a level. À l'approche de ce mois de Ramadan, c'est le rappel que le jeûne n'est pas simplement le jeûne du corps, mais il doit également être le jeûne des actions, du comportement, et le jeûne de la pensée. So, one time they came to ask Sayyidina Sheikh Muhammad Nazim al-Haqqani, Qaddasallahu Sirruh, Allah magnified by His generosity, His power, and His sanctity. Oh, Sayyidi, like all of us, when we are a little bit zealous, we are coming to the Sheikh, what should we do between this ibadah and this ibadah? Because we are giving value to our ibadah, we are thinking, oh, mashallah. Like that. He came What is your advice for fasting outside Ramadan when we do the nafila? What is your advice for, should we fast on Monday? Should we fast on Thursday? Should we fast both? We like from you, or our Sheikh, good advice for the most efficient way. And Maulana Sheikh said, I am not looking for my murids, for my servants to add some fasting. And then he told that this fasting has no value. If you are not able to go to the next level, if you are not able to fast from your eyes, what is the benefit of fasting from your tummies? Only you are going to get diet. But the fasting has a purpose. The purpose of it is to correct your character, to tame your wild beast, nafs al-amara bisu, the childish ego, to take it down and for you to be able to rise up into your spirituality. So if any one of my murids, my followers coming and asking only to fast from their physicality, it has no value for us. We like them to fast from their eyes, to control their eyes, to control their tongue, to control their behaviors. How we are not controlling our eyes. Prophet ﷺ, he called these eyes, these ears, the gate for Jahannam. A door to enter Jahannam, the eyes. Another door, the ears. Another door, the tongue. Another door, the breathing. Another door, the stomach. Another door, the privates. You see, all of them are a link to this materialistic world. And all of them has a potential to make you to fall. So the control of the tongue in our time, Allahu Akbar. Look, Sayyidina Abu Bakr Sadiq radiallahu anhu, how Prophet ﷺ used to teach them. He spent 7 years, he was carrying a piece of stone in his mouth, not to talk. Prophet ﷺ gave him that stone, put in your mouth. For what? He will take it out when he goes for wudu, or for eating, or for sleeping. The rest of the time, it was in the mouth, to discipline him and to learn how to control that gate. So everything every interaction of these gates you will be asked about. So every interaction of those gates, that it doesn't have, in Islam there is a principle. There is no statu quo. Means things have to move away or the other. Either it rises or it goes down. Doesn't remain like that. Allah Azza wa Jal didn't create this dunya and these heavens in a static way. Everything is in movement. And in this movement, وَكُلٌ فِي فَلَكٍ يَسْبَحُ. Everything is swimming in his orbit to a sure and precise destination. So, what you see, anything, either it rise you and it bring you light and it is written for you hasana, a good deed, or what you see darken you, take you lower, and it's written for you a bad deed. Imagine how many millions, billions, trillions, quadrillions, quintillions, blink of an eye glimpse you had. Look, how many seconds you saw in that 24 hours? Your eyes are glancing and looking. How many of them? Look what Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam said. اللهم تكلني إلى نفسي طرفتين وكلما داري. He said, "Oh my Lord, don't leave me to my ego for a blink of an eye." He took that glimpse, that moment, for one moment, for his whole horizon to switch from up to down. When he was trying Allah Azza wa Jal, as he was a mighty prophet, a mighty messenger, not from the normal. Allah Azza wa Jal chose him to be from the highest one, Sayyidina Dawood alayhi salam. He made him not only to be a Nabi, to be also a Rasul, because he received what? Zabur. He received the psalm that he was reciting, and as he was reciting them, creatures will come, from big one to small one, from birds to insect. All the living animals used to come and be with him. Even the wind will blow with him, because Allah Azza wa Jal revealed on him such a power that it transmitted to his son, Sayyidina Sulaiman alayhi salam, who had the control on jinns, on elements, on light, on wind, on humans. He was the ruler of big kingdom. And one look between the door that was open, he saw something that attracted his desire, his passion. From that look, he put down a whole scenario to get that lady. That was the wife from one of his generals. And then Allah Azza wa Jal sent him a reminder. How did you dare? For one look, How many look into our days? How many look into our life? So many. Every look has a consequence. That's why Sayyidina Ali, Karamallah Wajha, to give wisdom and to give understanding to the companions, he said to them how precious it is. These gates are able to take you to rise, but they are able to take you down. Don't waste your time using them for nonsense. Say to yourself, like Sheikh Noor was reminding us last time, he came, when he was in Cyprus, they used to sit and watch TV. And on TV, all kind of limit, or he said when they were looking at the scenery that is not, it's not a scenery that is too much, but it's not a scenery that is also halal for the servant. Halal for the servant, even not, is not, it doesn't have to look the hair of a stranger lady. It's like that. That is Sharia. We like it, we don't like it. Allah Azza wa Jal made it to be covered by a wisdom. Freedom of our time or mentality of our time cannot change divine protocol. Allah created those protocol for the servant. He knows and we don't. He is Al-Hakim, is the wise one. So either we apply them or we don't. If we don't criticize them. Say, I am a daif, I am a weak servant. I don't fulfill the order of my Lord. There is a wisdom to it. So, what was I saying? Watching TV. Maulana Sheikh Nazim, someone is following. He came, he entered, and as soon as he entered, he saw the TV, then he said, he turned his head away, and he said, so the children may hear, the young one. These eyes were not created for that. Tawbah astaghfirullah. And it will go away. And it gives them, the children, thinking. Till today, that one that was young one or adolescent, Sheikh Noor is remembering the words of his grandfather, the Sheikh, saying them wise word, be aware. His eyes are not created for that. If you use your eyes for what there is not the right purpose, you will be questioned. That's why when come the time of the month of Rajab, we have a famous dua, the dua of Wali Abbas. When we read it, it is a servant who wrote it that was looking to get close to his Lord, and he was looking to be forgiven. And you see that into that dua. And when Wali Abbas came to he was how you call that? He was a highway robber. He was a man living in the time of Prophet ﷺ. He used to make ghazwa. He will see a group of people in the desert. He will come with his little team and attack them and steal from them. And we will live with them. Always he taught his fellas partner in crime, don't touch the children, don't touch the woman. And when we take, we always live with them enough so they may find their way and they may survive. So he was not a straight one, but he had some ethics like that. But he was keeping to them. So one time he came and he robbed an old man, and on what he found on him there was a small dua, and he started reading it. Anyway, it's not the purpose of the story of Wali Abbas. The dua became famous because when he passed away, no one wanted to go to his funeral, and Allah Azza wa Jal sent Sayyidina Jibril alayhi salam to order Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to go to wash, to pray for him for his janazah. So everyone was surprised. And then when Prophet looked, Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, why there were so much angels in the funeral? Because he walked so slowly. You see, it was full of angels. They went to inquire his house. They found out that he was not doing something special except in the months of Rajab. He will stay in the room, not coming out, and he will seclude himself, not harming anyone. And the whole time he was reading this dua that he grabbed on the old man. And in the dua, what he was saying, he will ask his Lord forgiveness. Ya Rabbi, I ask forgiveness for the sins that I know and those I don't know. Because you think you know your sin. SubhanAllah. Every breathing that is away from conscious of your Lord is a sin. Not for us, but for the muhsin, for the one that rise into reality, his measure is different from us. And we are low level. We say it, we acknowledge it, and we don't claim anything else. No need to claim. Whoever is thinking and they are claiming, so many today, oh, I have a big turban. MashaAllah, I have been appointed. Many before you came with the same claim. Many. So say, I am nothing. I am nothing. Say until you really believe it. So we are like that, weak ones. What are we saying? That the eyes is another part. And then in the dua, he says, Ya Rabbi, from whatever of your servant that I have harmed, willingly or unwillingly, forgive me. Because that harm is perpetuous. As soon as there is an interaction, there is a potential of harm. You know it or you don't know. And then, what is important for the point, he is saying in the dua, Ya Rabbi, forgive me for all the favors that you gave me and that I used the wrong way. Subhanallah. How many favors Allah Azza wa Jal gave us? He gave us an existence. Yet we are doing it under the crowning of Nafs al-Amara bisu, going the way we like. He gave us the eyes, we use it for to look the wrong things. He gave us the tongue, nonsense. If we don't lie, we don't backbite, we don't slander, we don't curse, we don't mock. We are saying nonsense all day long, speaking about who is going to go in final for Qatar World Cup. No, how many time we spend for our pleasure debating. What is going to benefit for you going to your Lord? Making speculation about who is going to win this World Cup. Terrible World Cup. I have every once in a while I have to put a little bit of salt, tawbah, astaghfirullah. Not that I am something, no. But this was not something right, how much they spend for this thing, no. Whatever you are going to turn it, it is not pleasing Allah Azza wa Jal. And don't claim that you give pride to the Arabs or the Muslims. Don't claim that you brought good eyes and converted people in Islam. No. Now, Turkey is starving and dying. Yemen is starving and dying. Syria is starving and dying. How many billions you are going to give? You gave $200 billion for soccer play for 1 month. How you are giving for this in need? So all the favor we used, Allah Azza wa Jal gave you ni'mah. You didn't do anything to get this oil. It's a divine gift. Energy doesn't belong to you. In Sharia, energy doesn't belong to someone. And it's a share for the ummah. Water doesn't belong to someone. It's a share for the ummah. You might be charged to get the water when they design the system and you pay your fare to get the water. It's just to pay the cost of it. You cannot take it and deprive others from it. Same in Sharia for water, same for energy. That's what you did, O Muslim. You use favor of Allah Azza wa Jal and to waste it into your pleasures, into building towers of Nimrod. We call it the way it is. You like it, you don't like it, this is what it is. How many favor we are using? So every look, that's why Sayyidina Ali Karamallahu Wajhah, he said, to give a thinking, every look that you have that is not looking for your Lord and His signs has no value. It's fruitless has no outcome in reality. It is useless. It might give you pleasure, it might entertain you, might make you to think or to this and that. It has no fruit for Akhirah. We are speaking about the state of Ihsan. Obviously, it's not our level. But we have to know about it. So we may not sleep on our condition thinking, oh, mashallah, I am doing everything okay. No, you are not. To the scale of your Lord, never it's going to be enough. Impossible. Everything that you hear that is not about your Lord has no fruit for akhirah, in a way or the other. It's difficult to say it. It is like that. Means it doesn't have to be a dars or something about Allah Azza wa Jal. It is a phrasing that it has been every exchange. If you hear a conversation between two believers, even when it is in little things, there is a flow to it. There is a harmony and there is an innocence that goes to it, and it is a love between two that love each another for the sake of their Lord. It doesn't run like other conversation. Then he say everything that you see, you hear, and you speak. Everything that you are going to say that is not dhikrullah has no fruit for akhir. Remembrance of Allah. Dhikr is not only to say Allah, 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 Allah. Dhikr is also for you to say right when it is wrong, to say the right thing in every circumstance. You say good things for someone that has the need to hear it. It's for the sake of Allah. You say clean things. Your how he said that, small talk. You know the small talk? That chit chat. Your talk has to be of a use. Have to follow a path and a pattern. Allah Azza wa Jal made human being to be the crown prince of creation. Every human being is entitled to become crowned in eternity. Crown prince, a prince has to be raised with a royal protocol. How you saw a prince that is sitting with no adab, no manners. How you saw a prince dressing with cheap fabric in a very inelegant way. How you saw a prince eating without manners, or walking without prestance and decency. No, they are trained for that. You belong to a royal family. There is royalty in your behavior that need to be following a protocol. What about heavenly protocol? Heavenly protocol came through Sharia and adab. Both means divinely rule for actions and divinely taught manners and etiquette of Prophet ﷺ. He used to say to the companion, to the subtle details, trim your hair this way to fulfill the protocol. Sit this way to fulfill the protocol. Don't sit in certain way. He said, don't cross your leg. Or you see, sometimes we are doing like that. They don't cross your finger. This belongs to the shaitan. We always do. Or we cross the legs like we are sitting in a salon, one leg on the... No. Prophet ﷺ said, don't do. This is not the protocol of realized one. They are sitting under divine attention. Muhsinin. They walk among human, but their eyes always with their Lord. So everything these eyes are seeing is going to be questioned. So beware. Beware of what you see, what you look, and how you give it a meaning. Every day we look, oh, today I saw Fulan, and he was doing like this or like that. Or today, oh, I saw this one. Every time we are looking. How you are looking and you are not looking inside yourself. How you are always scrutinizing around you and you are not thinking that what you see, you are going to be questioned. Why you scrut people, why you look after them, why you see how they... Be busy with yourself. They made it to be a disease sometime in the masjid. If you enter the masjid, everyone is looking at you. And then they come to you. Ya akhi, oh my brother, your pant is too long. You have to put it, this is kibir, put it up. Another one coming, oh, you are not praying the right way. I'm sorry to say your prayer is too fast. Another one coming, what you are holding in your hand, this is a bid'ah. Why you are carrying tasbih? Another one coming, oh, my sister, I am sorry to say, but one of your hair is coming out of the scarf. No, it's not like that. You are not busy with your heart. You are busy scrutinizing people and playing the police on them. When Allah Azza wa Jal said, when something, lower your gaze. When they came to complain to Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, Ya Rasulallah, the men are praying ahead of us and we are seeing between their legs. Because, you know, in the word in the time of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, some of them, they didn't have dress like us and clothes like us. They had small piece of cloth, izar. Because that all the fabric they could afford. And when they were praying, you could see part of it. Allah Azza wa Jal say, lower your gaze. No, I want to see. We are like that. Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam always lower his gaze, not to give them opportunity to be busy with what they call malayani, what doesn't concern you. When Allah Azza wa Jal, Sayyidina, and we finish with that, Sayyidina Musa alayhi salam, ask him, Ya Rabbi, tell me from your servant one thing that you are so happy with, so I may try to do it. Allah Azza wa Jal told him, Ya Musa, I am my servant. I am most happy with my servant when he is busy with what concerns him. May Allah Azza wa Jal give us the control of these gates, not to be used against us on day of judgment. What we see, what we say, what we touch, what we hear, what we smell, every interaction, may Allah Azza wa Jal safeguard us from the wrong of it and make us to reach Shahr Ramadan not only to control our stomach but to control our desire, not only to control our stomach but to control our behavior, not only to control our drinking but to control, even at the furthest level, our thought, our bad thought, our intention. For the sake and honor of Crown of Creation, Habibika al-Mustafa Abdul Salatu Salam, إلى حضرتنا بالفاتحة. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله